Okay guys, we are back here on another video. So this video is pretty different from any other chill video here. This is gonna be my NHL 21 wishlist video. And yeah, first off, what I'm gonna do, my wishlist is gonna be separated in many categories here, and also if you're asking about Be a Pro, I'm gonna make a separate Be a Pro wishlist video, so it's not gonna be in this one because we can talk all day about what we want about Be a Pro, we can say a lot of things, okay? So just telling you, if you think I'm gonna talk about Be a Pro in this one, you're setting yourself up for disappointment because I mean I already told you, and yeah, so first off we're gonna talk about gameplay, okay? The gameplay this year, I liked most of it, I really liked most of it. Yet I think the gameplay could be given a 7 out of 10, a solid 7 out of 10. You know why? Because it's still not very realistic. It's still not a very realistic gameplay. It's like, I mean, the gameplay is very fast. I really like what they introduce, this year. And yeah, I would like for gameplay, what I would like and what 2K has is for players to feel different, okay? Because what I need actually to do that, like to actually have players feel different, you need to have attribute effect all the way up, or else there won't be any difference, With my tuners, you really saw the difference between who's good and who's bad. But in 2K, if you play NBA 2K games, you know what I mean, okay? You already know what I mean. Players feel different. Madden, same thing, even though it's pretty overpowered, the abilities and stuff, It's pretty overpowered out there, but that's something else. But players on the ice feel the same almost. If you don't make any tuner setting or anything, you shouldn't have freaking Jake McCabe going freaking Bobby Orr. No, not that. And I mean, in normal tuners, you should have McDavid outskating everyone. You should have Crosby outsmarting everyone. So I feel like it could be implemented. Also, I feel like tripping penalties are also a big problem in this game, Every time you have your stick out, it's going to be a tripping penalty. Also what I realized, I've been playing a lot of online lately since I got PS Plus back, is that I feel like one-timers in cross crease are very hard to defend, even if you're right there for it. So make it like harder to have a one-timer. Like using the defensive steal stick should be actually useful. When you have your stick out on the pass, no matter how fast it is, you have your stick out. At least a tip. Like at least a tip. Like because now it's like sometimes it's as if no one was there, as if no stick was in the trajectory, and yeah, I would like to have that fixed. Like it's like it should actually matter, like when you have your stick in front of in front of the pass, no matter how it is, like if it's in there, just it has to be a blocked pass, because cross crease, like it's one of the reasons why cross crease goals are just very frequent in this game. Also one timers, Okay. Also, another gameplay fix I would like to have is ice tilt. Ice tilt, ice tilt is a thing. It's like the momentum of the game, where like you after like one goal, like a serious turn of events can happen. A series of events can happen in a few minutes, like something very stupid. You know, it's just very stupid. It's something that's really real. Okay, like don't tell me that's not real. Okay, guys, just don't. Ice tilt is real. Like EA, if you could just like, I think the skill of the player has to actually decide the game, not the momentum. Like like if anything, at least take it off online modes. Okay, they shouldn't be on online modes. Maybe on offline modes, I would totally like it because it's the AI, you know. But online modes, it's player versus player. It's human versus human beings. It's two human beings playing the game online. You know, it shouldn't be, there shouldn't be any momentum shift or anything. The skill of the player has to decide the game no matter what. You know. So yeah, it's the last one. Is the last thing for gameplay. Okay, so second of all, we have franchise mode. So yeah, franchise mode. I really liked franchise mode this year. People were crapping it a lot because of the sim. I mean, they let you do tuners. So yeah, I have my tuners. The sim is pretty good. Point totals are pretty realistic. The sim engine is sometimes is pretty weird on normal tuners, I have to admit. But you know, it doesn't mean it's a bad mode. You know, it doesn't mean it's a bad mode at all. People think just because of that it's a bad mode. It's just stupid. You know, like no, they did a lot of effort last year on that mode. So appreciate the effort. They added coaches. Madden hasn't even brought back that feature. Madden doesn't have coaches. Oh yes, they do. They have coaches on top, but you cannot hire or fire coaches and have like you know, assistant coaches and stuff like that. No, they don't have that. We have that. You know, line chemistry is a cool thing. You know, it shows us. You know, the line chemistry and scheme fits and the coaches shows us that it's not it's not about having an all-star team anymore, you know? It's about having players that fit the coach's scheme, that fit with the team, that really like each other, you know? Players that really like each other. Because in real life, it's the thing, that's the thing. If players don't like each other, they won't perform well, you know? You've seen that a lot of times in real life, you know? So I really like that. Building your team now, it's not about it's not about having an all-star team anymore, you know. So that is very cool by EA. I mean, when EA puts effort into a game, results can be amazing. I mean, game mode pretty much, you know. I mean, you can't say they put zero effort into their games or they don't care. That is just a stupid statement. You know, it's a statement by people who either just suck at the game or just are stupid. You know. So yeah, and here's the thing. I haven't even gotten to what I wanted for franchise mode. So what I have here, what I really want here, and I wanted that for a very long time since I was a kid, is to be able to rebrand. You know, change your logo, change your jerseys. You know. Yeah, you know, it would be cool. Maybe it's not something that's allowed by the NHL because maybe they don't want the Edmonton Oilers for example to be pink, you know? Like they don't want us to mess around with teams' logos and jerseys. But you know, if it's something that's allowed, if it's something that's tolerated, then why just not implemented? You know, coming into the next console generation, we shouldn't lose any features. You know, if anything, there should be more. It's a way powerful console. We should be getting more features in this gen. In the PS5 and the Xbox Series X generation, you know? So yeah, I'm very excited for it. Hopefully it's not a repeat of NHL 15. But yeah, but, we shouldn't lose any features. If anything, they should add more features, and I'm expecting that. I'm expecting that. And yeah, rebranding would be a very cool thing for franchise mode. They could let us mess around. Be more creative. Like change jerseys of your team. That would be cool. And yeah, So what we have here, another thing I want for franchise mode is like what I want here. I want to be able to. What I want to be able to do is to actually like see our lines during the off season, because here's the thing, it's just stupid that they just take it off after when the season's over, because here's the thing, they have it in Madden. You can see your lineup, your projected lineup on when you make moves. It's easier to see the holes, because what I actually have to do to see my projected lineup for the next season is to actually go into my trade, into the proposed trade menu, and then go check my team, or maybe the contracts menu even, so maybe you could keep edit lines during the off season, so yeah, coming into like attention to detail now. And after that, I'm gonna do World of Chill. And yeah, so attention to detail. What I want here especially in the next gen console, what they should have is not have full seats, Like if you see during your games, you have full seats, Even in Florida, this is not realistic. No one comes to their games, Despite how good they are. So yeah, hopefully you could add that, Like here's the thing, if it's an arena like Montreal, where the attendance is very high, then yeah, okay, you could have that. Yeah, but for fan bases where, like in fan bases where nobody comes to their games, like Florida or Carolina. Well, I think Carolina was before, but I didn't see I didn't see updated But all I know is that Florida, no one comes to their games, and yet in the game you still have empty seats. You still have full seats. I mean, So yeah, please fix that. It's not that much to ask. Also, what I realize is that, like, the Stanley Cup celebrations have been the same for like years now. I think it's time to change. Add more celebrations, Add more celebrations. They look the same, and it's just repetitive. Like, it makes people want to skip that, because you don't get the same ones. You only get the same ones, and it's pretty stupid, So yeah, I think you could add more celebrations, into it, but like maybe have similar ones, but like have also different ones, Have like 5-6 different ones, Add a bit of variety into some cutscenes, So yeah, you could add more celebrations into your game. And yeah, talking about celebrations, overtime celebrations. So we've never had actual overtime celebrations. The closest we've had was next gen, where you would actually have players just diving into the boards, But that's not actually, it wasn't good. But it's the closest we've had, At least it felt like an actual celebration, But now in this gen, what you have is players acting like it's a regular time win. It's not an overtime win. So it just ruins everything, Like, it doesn't feel like an overtime win. Overtime win is supposed to be hype, Especially with 3-on-3, Okay, talking about hype. Fix your crowds. Because nothing worse, like there isn't a worse feeling than scoring a big goal, especially in overtime, and having the crowd not being very loud, especially in the playoffs, especially in the like. Also, during a scoring chance, you actually you have the crowd not really loud, so you could just change that, and yeah, it would be good. Like in a breakaway, have the fans scream and just, make some noise, like they actually have no sound during breakaways, and it just feels boring, In big goals, you have the crowd not be that loud, You have sometimes where it's loud. You have sometimes where it's loud, but it's not that loud, Like for example, the first goal of the playoffs, it has to feel special, But it is what it is here. So yeah, Okay, so World of Chill. I've been playing World of Chill so much lately, and what I like, it's very fun with friends. Okay, it's very fun with friends. First off, I mean they did a good job. But what you can add, like back in older gen, you had goalie masks, No, I mean you had practice mode, and like I've been playing with my friends lately, and it's been hard to get some chemistry because we didn't, like, all we do is just jump in, and then yeah, the chemistry isn't there because we have no occasion to actually have better chemistry to practice our strategies and stuff, and it's not very good, like I want practice mode back because it helps us practice what we want to do during 2-on-0s, like one-timers, Yeah, it would be, bring it back, like as a team, if you want to make a club and you've never played with each other before, and you find each other good, if you meet people online and you want to play with them and they seem good, and you just want to practice your chemistry, have that, It's not that much to ask, though, Other than that, maybe have more customization, Some, like, in general, some more faces, some more heads, some more hairstyles, It would be good. And yeah, Also, what you could do, something I'm gonna say in my Be a Pro wishlist video, is maybe connect World of Shell to Be a Pro, because they're very similar. You have the same traits and stuff like that, and it just feels annoying for me that I have to unlock some traits that I haven't unlocked in World of Shell, or the other way around. Some traits I haven't unlocked on World of Shell that I have on Be a Pro. Like, hey, you could maybe connect it. You could connect it together, and yeah, it would be great. And yeah, I think the last thing I would like to say is just add roster sharing. I think pretty much Madden has it. Why not us? It would be way easier to customize our roster because, I have so many creative players that I had to create last year, And it just feels annoying that I have to create the same players again and again and again, And have custom rosters, Some good rosters by creators like Tugi, Like guys like Tugi, who's actually an expert who's actually a legend at making rosters, Spends a lot of time on rosters for nobody to use them. I mean, for people to use them, but he makes so much edits into his rosters that, some people don't spend a lot of time. It would be easier if there was roster sharing, so that everybody would use his rosters. He's a very good roster editor, makes accurate ratings, creates every player that needs to be created, and yeah, more people would use it. Not a few people, because there's because you don't have much time to just edit all rosters. Some of us are kids and have school, have other things to do, you know? And yeah, I mean, that's what I want, you know? I mean, Madden has it, so why not us? You know? So, you know, comment in the comment section what you would want to see, you know? I mean, here's the thing. The one thing we could do is just give EA some feedback, okay? Because, you know, if all we do is just trash the game and then say they're not listening, what are they supposed to listen? You know, it's not supposed. It doesn't work like that. If anything, criticism is the best thing this game needs. You know, we want the game is getting to great direction since NHL 17. You know, I really like NHL 20 was the best gameplay we've had since a long time ago, since NHL 14. You know, and we want the game to be good. You know, hopefully you guys do too, so that. You know, but EA has a budget. EA has a budget, and you cannot have everything in 1 year. You know, and yeah, you know, hopefully NHL 21 becomes another good game. I just scored between his legs, and yeah, you know, I'm gonna make a Be a Pro wish list. You know, because you can talk all day about what Be a Pro needs. You know, and yeah, see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, enable notifications, press the bell to enable notifications, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, great content coming up. And yeah, you know, hopefully NHL 21 is a success. Hopefully they listen to some of it, you know. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.